Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, my name is Edward Smith and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the PreSonus Audiobox Studio Ultimate Bundle, which is an entire home studio setup for only $320. So to get this video started and save some time, I got rid of the box and put all the gear out here on my desk ready to go. And before we jump into the gear, I'd first like to thank our sponsor for today's video, Sweetwater. They are the company that I used to purchase all my music gear, and they have sponsored us with this Audiobox Studio bundle. So thank you so much to Sweetwater. And speaking of Sweetwater, I'd just like to remind you guys that if you do want to purchase this whole studio bundle or any of this gear individually, there are links down below, so make sure you check that out. But getting back to the studio bundle, I have to say that I'm really excited to see what the studio bundle is all about, because as for most of you know, I do so many reviews on studio gear and studio setups under certain price ranges just to help you guys out. And personally, I haven't really been able to set up a nice home studio for under $350. So seeing a setup like this that PreSonus put together for around $310, $320, including studio monitors, is quite exciting. But I'm gonna stop talking now. Let's jump into the studio bundle and see what we get. So when you purchase this Ultimate Studio bundle by PreSonus, you'll get a set of headphones, you'll get an XLR male to female cable for your microphone, you'll get a condenser microphone that requires phantom power to use, but that's not a problem because PreSonus includes an audio interface that is a nice sound driver that you can use for your condenser microphone, and it will probably be the center of your home studio setup. And then you also get some cables. These are TRS balanced cables for connecting your studio monitors to your audio interface. You get a nice little microphone tripod, so perfect for those of you that are really looking to put the whole bundle together. You don't have to go and purchase a microphone stand separately. You can just put this on your desk and start recording vocals straight away with your microphone. And then finally, we have the PreSonus Eris E3.5s with the cables you need to connect them. And I have to say, for under $100 in terms of studio monitors, the PreSonus Eris E3.5s are the best of the best. I have done so many reviews of these studio monitors and they are just fantastic. And I also have the PreSonus Audiobox USB 96 in my top 5 best $100 audio interfaces. So if you're interested in any of these individually, links down below. But getting back to the studio bundle, to kick things off, the first thing that we're going to do is just go through each product individually, just so that you understand what each product is for and what the purpose of each product is. And then what we're going to do is set everything up, and I want to show you guys exactly which cables go where, how everything is plugged in. And then finally, we're going to do some testing where I'm going to test this condenser microphone, which I'm very excited about. I'm going to test the audio and sound quality of the PreSonus Eris E3.5 studio monitors. I'm going to have a listen through the headphones that came with the studio bundle just to give you guys a brief overview of how they feel and what they sound like. And then I'm going to give you my final overview or final opinion on whether or not this home studio bundle is worth purchasing at only around $300. So to get things started, the first thing that we're going to have a look at that you probably already guessed is the condenser microphone. And I must say, in terms of first impressions so far, I love the fact that PreSonus has included a bag with this microphone, because for those of you looking to be on the go traveling or put your microphone in a drawer or something like that, you want to keep it in the bag so it doesn't get any dust or anything like that, because it is a condenser microphone and dust easily gets into the diaphragm of these microphones. So having a bag included with this is really nice. And then getting into the microphone and what it's all about, it is called a PreSonus M7. It is a grayish microphone that feels quite sturdy. It's not too solid, but it's also not too light either. So it feels like a microphone that's cheap but okay. And in terms of build quality, it's not amazing. The bracket that you use it to connect it to the tripod given to you with this bundle is plastic. The feel is quite plastic, but I mean, at a $300 studio bundle price, you can't really expect to get a metal body microphone. So looks decent. I'm guessing it's going to sound decent, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Moving on to the next thing that we're gonna have a look at, and that is the headphones. And again, you're getting a bag with the headphones, which is nice for on-the-go travel and so that your things don't get dirty. So really, really nice for PreSonus to have that included again. And taking these out of the bag, they feel quite light. They are cheap headphones, definitely. You can see how easily they turn. They're not very, very solid. They have plastic bars at the top, so the frame of the headphones are plastic, so that's not amazing. Yes, they're also called HD7 PreSonus headphones. The ear cushion's not fantastic at all. I have to say, these headphones really do feel cheap. They feel quite cheap. One nice thing about it though is that you are getting a nice long cable with these headphones. I'm guessing it's a 6-foot, maybe even a 10-foot cable, which is always something I prefer for studio headphones, because if you're someone that's recording a vocalist or something like that and you want them to stand away from the desk, especially if there are studio monitors and things involved, it's really important to have a long cable. So that's one nice addition with these headphones, but I must say, in terms of build quality and overall feel, they're not the best. Moving on to the next piece of gear that we're gonna have a look at, and that is our audio interface. And for those of you that don't know, an audio interface is the centerpiece of your home studio. It's where you pretty much connect everything from your studio monitors, your headphones, your microphone, your laptop. This is where everything is connected to. Everything runs through your audio interface. So in terms of quality, this USB Audiobox 96 is a great audio interface for those of you starting out. I have it in my top 5 list for best audio interfaces for under $100, so that's a good thing. And secondly, in my opinion, it is the best audio interface you can go for in terms of value for money, because there's no other audio interface that gives you 2 XLR inputs on the front, MIDI outs, anything like that for close to $100. So it's a great little audio interface, and you'll hear how great it sounds when we do the test later on. And then last but not least, we can have a look at these studio monitors, which are in my opinion the best studio monitors you can go for under $100. They are the PreSonus Iris E3.5s. I have a pair of my own. They are amazing for general listening, for referencing, for even those of you looking to start music production at a budget level or beginner level. These are perfect. And if you're actually someone watching this video not looking to purchase the entire bundle, but you're looking for a good set of monitors and you want to get these individually, go for it. You will not regret it. But if you are going to purchase these, use my link down below. So now that we've gone through everything, it's time to set everything up and get everything connected. And the first thing you're going to need is either your laptop or your PC, because you can't make music without that. And the first thing we're going to do is connect our audio interface. And to connect that, you have been given a USB cable. It is a standard printer cable that we use to connect our audio interface to our laptop. And let me just get that cable. It should be here. Here we go. And it's very, very simple. All you have to do is plug this in with the printer cable connected to the audio interface and the USB-A connection into your laptop or PC. So very, very simple. Have that plugged in, and then we take this bit at the end here and we plug it right into our audio interface. If it will go in, there we go. And we are plugged in and ready to go. I already have the audio interface driver installed into my laptop, so I don't have to worry about that. But for those of you starting out that don't have any gear or don't even have this audio interface, you'll have to go onto PreSonus's website and download the driver. They might actually include it in the box. I'm not sure if they do, but if they do, just get it from their website. It's very, very simple. Download it, install it. Otherwise, this laptop or PC won't pick up that you have plugged in the audio interface. So that's very, very important. And then the next thing we're going to set up is our studio monitors. And when setting these up, it's very important that the distance between the studio monitors are exactly the same as you from the studio monitors. So it makes an equilateral triangle between you and the studio monitors, just so that you are exactly in the sweet spot of where you need to be when listening to these monitors. And in terms of setting them up, they do give you all the cables that you need. The first cables that we're going to go through is, most importantly, our power supply. This is key. Secondly, Because these studio monitors are one active monitor and one passive monitor, which means one monitor has a power supply and the other monitor is dependent on the amplifier or the power supply of the other monitor, we have to connect it with a red and black cable, which is pretty much normal for most of you that have ever had a hi-fi system or anything like that in your lounge or something like that. So very, very simple. Let's get these connected. Now that you have these studio monitors connected to the power supply and connected to each other, the next step is connecting them to the audio interface. And how we do that is with the cables provided in the studio bundle. These are balanced TRS cables, which are very, very important that they are balanced for studio monitors, otherwise they don't work. Both of these cables plug in on the back of one monitor and connect to the audio interface. It's not like other studio monitors where you plug in each cable into each monitor and then connect it. Both TRS cables go into only one monitor, which is nice and simple. And as you plug these in, from there, we just wrap it around and plug it in straight into the audio interface on the back over here, as you can see where the inputs are. So nice and simple, everything is ready to go. Moving on to the next piece of gear we have to connect, and that is our headphones. And these are probably the easiest thing to connect to an audio interface. Everything else takes a little bit of time and maybe drivers and things are required. But when it comes to headphones, it's literally plug in and play. And one thing I've noticed with the audio box that I mentioned in my other video is that most audio interfaces have their headphone jack on the front, where the audio box has its headphone jack at the back, which is quite nice for those of you that want to have your headphones connected permanently, but not so great for those of you that are constantly unplugging and plugging in your headphones. So keep that in mind. And then last but not least, we're connecting our microphone, which we're going to connect with a XLR male to female connection that is given to us in this awesome studio bundle. I must say I'm so impressed so far with everything that you're getting and how well everything is planned out. Every single cable you need is here. Every single piece of gear you need to make great music is in this bundle, and for only $300 so far, I have to say I'm very, very impressed. So let's unplug that, take our microphone, get it plugged in. As you can see, it's nicely plugged in. I want to get it connected to the microphone tripod that is included. You can see it just spins in like that. It's very, very simple, very, very clean, and perfect for those of you that are starting out. You do not need much more to start recording vocals and get great recordings. And now that we have that set up, all you have to do in terms of getting it connected to your audio interface is plugging it in on either the first or the second XLR input, as you can see, and make sure you click on the 48 volts of phantom power. It's right next to the second input. That will allow your microphone to work, because this is a condenser microphone, and condenser microphones need 48 volts of phantom power. That's also one reason you get an audio interface. So now we have this microphone connected and everything is set up and ready to go. So first things first, let's have a listen to this microphone. Let's listen to what it sounds like. I'm going to do a talking test and a podcast type version just to hear what it sounds like, and then I'm going to do a little bit of a review on what these studio monitors sound like. I'll have them set up differently for the sound test because it won't work too well with the specific setup I have over here. And then last but not least, we'll have a look at the headphones and I'll tell you finally what they sound like. So now that we have this PreSonus M7 condenser microphone set up and ready to go, this is what it sounds like when I talk through my lavalier microphone for the camera, and this is what it sounds like when I talk through the PreSonus M7. And while speaking through this microphone and having these headphones on, I have to say this microphone has a very big pickup on the high end. It has a very tinny noise. It is very cheap in terms of the audio quality that you are getting, so it's not an amazing condenser microphone, I have to say, but you can definitely hear that there's a much clearer sound, a much better sound compared to the lavalier microphone that I have here on my shirt. So that is one positive, and overall I do think it is a great microphone for those of you looking to purchase this bundle and for those of you looking to start out as beginners. But now that we've tested this condenser microphone, let's go and have a listen to the audio quality of these PreSonus Iris E3.5 studio monitors. So overall, I have to say I am very impressed with this studio bundle. I approve of the studio monitors, the audio interface. The microphone is okay for beginners. The headphones are also okay for beginners. Those two are not amazing. But overall, I'm really impressed with the audio quality and everything you get with the studio bundle for only around $310, $320. And again, I'd just like to thank Sweetwater for sponsoring this video. I really do appreciate it. All the links of these products are down in the description below if you want to get the whole studio bundle or any of these products individually, so go check it out. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments about any of this gear, just leave a comment down below and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do give it a thumbs up, and if you loved it, subscribe down below, and I will see you for another video next time.